Hoje eu vou falar do meu livro que eu escrevi para você, aluno de IELTS, do Direct Question. Eu escrevi um livro para cada tipo de say. Esses livros foram pensados da maneira como eu dou aula, exatamente passo a passo. Eu quero que vocês chequem, eu só vou mostrar o livro, como ele funciona por dentro. Direct Question, ok? Vamos lá checar e depois, se vocês tiverem uma pergunta, basta perguntar aqui embaixo. Não tem problema nenhum. Eu já falei do Problem Solution, eu já falei do Opinion, já falei do Both Views e agora estou falando, já falei do Advantage Disadvantage e agora estou falando do Direct Question, ok? Vamos lá dar uma checadinha.
Pages 4 and 5 of the direct question book. I'll zoom in a little bit here for you. Right? Many people get the direct question essay wrong because they don't realize there are two questions. And a lot of people make that mistake. So let's take a look here at pages 4 and 5, where I explain exactly what characterizes a direct question essay. It's not an opinion, not at all. It's not a discussion, by no means. Much less an advantage-disadvantage one. It's about answering each question separately with clarity and balance. Here I make it very clear that each body paragraph answers one question. The introduction mentions both, and the conclusion summarizes both answers. Simple as that. Then we go to pages 5 and 6, right? On these pages here, I talk about the introduction. Look there. Introduction, okay? Body paragraph 1. Question 1, body paragraph 2, question 2, and the conclusion. I explain why answering everything mixed up lowers the task achievement. Focusing more on one question than the other also lowers the score. This part is crucial for Band 6, Band 7. Okay? So just to be clear, from page 7 to just to confirm, you said from 7 to 10, right? So during that time, the student will be able to see a sample. Do you mean they get to look at the sample essay? It will be a complete essay, not just a part, so the student can really see what a finished essay looks like and understand what is expected. With a clear and concise introduction, 2 well-separated and distinct body paragraphs, as well as objective and unbiased conclusions. Here I explain why this essay works, highlighting topic sentences, well-chosen examples, academic tone, and balance between the answers. It's where the student starts to see the logic of the IELTS, okay? Still on pages 8 and 10, these particular pages break down and explain the IELTS criteria that are applied to the direct question, okay? On 8 and on 10, look there, on 8 and on 10, right? On these pages, I talk about task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. Here I show clearly it's not enough to answer. You have to answer with a good structure, guys, okay? And let's go to page 12. 12 to page 15. This is a very important point. Why? Because the book explains that a direct question can be 2 neutral questions, cause plus consequence, cause plus evaluation, explanation plus judgment. Here, I teach the student to carefully underline the questions, identify the specific type, and decide exactly what should go in each paragraph. This is very important. This avoids the classic mistake of writing the wrong essay for the right question. Understood? Let's go to page 16. Let's go to page 16, which is also very interesting. There. On page 16, on these pages, I compare direct questions with opinion essays, discussion essays, advantages and disadvantages essays, and problem and solution. The discussion, for those who don't know, is the both views. Here the student understands if there are two direct questions, it's a direct question. This part avoids total confusion on the test. And let's go to page 22. On page 22, getting there. On page 22 here the book teaches the introduction formula. The first sentence, paraphrasing, the first sentence saying that both questions will be answered with ready-made examples. Job hopping, online shopping, remote work. I always emphasize a long introduction doesn't earn points. Clarity does. It's very important to know this, okay? Let's skip from page 22 because up to there are many techniques, a lot to learn until page 32. On page 32, of course, what do I teach? Till. In all or almost all of the books, I emphasize till. Till. Till stands for topic sentence, answering the question, explanation, example, and the linking sentence. I show how each paragraph, till is only for paragraphs, each paragraph, body 1, body 2, addresses just one question. The linking sentence prepares the reader for the conclusion. This directly impacts cohesion and coherence, and it's very important to use till definitely in all types of essays. On page 34, there we go. I explain how to write a conclusion. 3 sentences summarizing. Answer to question 1, answer to question 2. Without personal opinion, unless the question asks for it. Here, the student learns to close the essay with authority. That is very cool. On page 37, now in chapter 5. At the end of the book, okay, the book covers common mistakes. Then we start with all the possible errors: informal language, personal pronouns, phrasal verbs, overgeneralization. And then it brings X. All of this is important to avoid, right? We need to avoid it, okay? And then right after, practical exercises with corrections for the student to practice exactly what's on the IELTS. The corrections look there, informal and formal. The corrections, they are there at the end of the book. The passive voice, there's a lot of grammar in the book too, okay? Anyway, this book isn't for memorizing templates. It's to understand the logic of the direct question. If the student follows the book, understands the question, organizes the answer, writes clearly, then the score goes up. The score goes up a lot. If you liked it, give it a like down below. And if you want to get these books to be self-taught, soon I'll be on Hotmart using these books with digital exercises, with thousands of things. Very interesting. Go to Hotmart, the book is for sale there. Go to Amazon, it's also available there. Okay? I'll see you all soon. Thank you. And don't forget to give a like down below.